What's up my loves? My name is Paige, this is Pages with Paige, and today we're going to be doing 7 on Sunday. 7 on Sunday is a Goodreads group created by Grace from G Swizzle, and I'll leave a link to both her channel and the Goodreads group in the description box below. So this week we are talking about the 7 book tropes that I love, and I think it's a little interesting mix, and I'm excited to let you know what they are. The first trope that I absolutely adore is the old mentor that's a little bit eccentric. I think that this needs to be revamped and done in a way that's different from your stereotypical old white dude with a grey beard just trotting along, not really helping and just popping in and out as need be, like Dumbledore, Gandalf, all of those. It needs to be in a way that's done interestingly. And I feel like there is so much potential to take these old mentors and still have them as old people and just grow their characters. So I feel like a really good example is The House with Chicken Legs by Sophie Anderson. Her grandma was a really good old mentor, and then her friends and support networks of the grandmas was also really helpful. So it's just having an active mentor there that is just a sweet cinnamon roll I absolutely adore. The next one is enemies to lovers, and what gets me going is when they're proper enemies and it is a slow burn to lovers. Like, it's not enemies, there was a miscommunication, now we're lovers. It's enemies working through their differences, realizing that they're perfect for one another, and slowly coming to accept that maybe they were wrong and they need to grow into themselves as friends and then lovers. Like, that is top tier. If anyone has any book recommendations that do that, please leave them linked below. I am desperate. Any romance book really will get me girdles going. I just love romance. But yeah, that's one particular trope that just... Speaking of that, number 3 is meet cutes. I really love quite the opposite, where they're instant connection and it's just something adorable. I love when they don't immediately fall in love, that it then has to grow to become something more. I really don't mind a slow burn romance. It's take your time, expand it, get to know one another. But if you meet off really, really cutely, like, oh, I was looking for this book, you were looking for this book, and our hands touch, like, oh, that's so cute. But yeah, it can be really anything, and then you sort of get the courage to work up to become friends and eventually lovers. Like, if your end game is together, I am a-okay with that, even if it takes us like 200 pages to get there. Now, last week I talked about one of my tropes that I hate being love V. A trope that I love is a love triangle though. So a love triangle is when person A is in love with person B and person C, and person B is in love with person A and person C and person C. It's all reciprocal. Have your polyamorous relationships. You can love more than one person. It does not need to be one or the other, and they don't need to be stereotypical love interests. Why does there need to be such cookie cutters? Make it a triangle, a proper triangle. I'm really excited to read The Art of Three. I don't know who the author is, but I got it on my Kindle after Cara highly recommended it, and it features a polyamorous relationship, so definitely keen to get to that one. Number 5 is the one bed trope. So The Flat Share by Beth O'Leary was one of my favorite reads of 2019, and oh my lord, just yes. So, or like having to share a bed, and then they're staying in a motel whilst on a quest, and they're staying in an inn and there's only one bed, and they're like, sleep on the floor, and then they're like, no, stay in, it's okay, we'll just keep our distance, and then next minute they're like, top tier, I love that shit. Like, hardcore love that shit. Number 6 is morally grey characters. I fucking love having characters that are fully fleshed out, that they are not the good guy or the bad guy, they're like on a spectrum, like where you can be wherever. You can be a fully fleshed human, make good choices and make bad choices and still progress your story. If you give me a morally grey character that starts off as the bad boy but then is actually really cute and innocent, I'm looking at you, Rysand. You know, your characters can grow and change like any other normal person. Just let them explore who they are and give them some depth and perspective. And finally, number 7, one of my absolute favorite tropes is found family. I think the idea of you being able to pick your own family and coming together to find one another in times of hardship and in times of happiness, just to be people that you want to be, and you're able to be yourself in your own family unit, just oof, it makes me so happy. Like, it's just the most precious thing seeing people come together who, like, they can be related, like in Far From the Tree by Robin Benway or The Bookish Life of Nina Hill by Abby Waxman. They're both found families, but they're actual families. Then you have The Explorers by Catherine Rundell, where the characters become a sort of found family when they're put in this situation where they have to work together, and so many others that I just love it. I think it is so precious, and I would love any more recommendations left down below. So yeah, less of a aggro sort of video today. I really just love romance and being able to see the cute, light, fluffy things in reading. I think that is one of the main reasons why I do read, is that sort of light, happy feel. I just love being able to experience and live vicariously through characters that are just enjoying happiness. And then, you know, throw in romance, throw in a quest, throw in this, throw in that, I'm happy. I think, like, coming up with tropes is really hard for me because I'm not a critical reader. I'm not looking for particular things in my books. I just want to pick up a book and enjoy it. But yeah, let me know in the comments, what is your favorite trope to read about? Maybe we can recommend each other books, maybe, fingers crossed. And yeah, if you like this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more of this mess, feel free to subscribe, and I'll hopefully see you in my next video. Bye!